3.5 to play here in the first. Hornets battling with this.
Oh, get it out.
As Derrick White, rear view, gets a block. Look at this. Porzingis and Smith tied up. Here comes the rookie T-John Salon. White knocked it away.
Another one.
The stock exchange. Filling it up. Tatum.
Pockets.
Check the pockets.
Boston. Mark Williams. No whistle. He shoots it, immediately looks up and watches the ball as it floats through the air. Doesn't look at the rim. A classic ball watcher who can really shoot.
Tells us might go small. I think they are. Torrey Craig coming in. Anderson picked his pocket. Here comes rear view Derrick White.
Oh!
Nice play!
Tommy Point!
I will be wearing a singlet during the pregame show. You know what a singlet is? It's what you wear for a race. For
Because
be wearing my marathon singlet
you are
during the pregame show.
Had 19 in the first meeting. Morant again attacking to the rim, blocked by White. One of the best guard shot blockers in the league. Trying to build on his big night.
Horford's had 2 quality looks the last couple of possessions, has been able to knock those down. As Porzingis with the block right there, Bain thinks he got fouled.
Yeah, I'm running this down to about 6 seconds.
Steph drives, it got blocked, Sohan's there.
Shoot it.
Puts it up. No, Castle trying to get it. And that's how the first half.
5 to shoot. Simons gives it up to Henderson. Goes around White. And good recovery from Hauser.
This has to be a daunting task to look at Porzingis right in your face. Now, Conte explodes inside, denied by White. And the Jazz, I'd say they attacked but denied.
Celtics started out hot in the third quarter, but
all right. Porzingis didn't look tired there on that block.
Diamond, can we give it to KP?
I think that was clean. Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Everything but the bucket that time for Brown, and the Thunder have numbers coming back the other way. Holmgren coming off his worst game of the season a couple of nights ago, had it knocked away. Boy, a frantic and frenetic pace now here in the opening quarter. Wiggins on the cross. Spin. Had it knocked loose, and who's there? The ubiquitous Al Horford again. Hartenstein with 10 on the shot clock. White picks up Holmgren. White with the block. Wow, what a play.
Man, a steal on Brown.
There you go. Made it up on the defensive end.
Blocked by White.
In passing.
There goes Brown. Lefty scoop. Collins blocked by White. And puts it in on the second chance. Got it back. No double dribble because it was deflected. Sexton now with 5 to shoot. Over White, not a good idea. Another block for the best shot blocking guard in the NBA.
Derrick White, one of the elite defenders in basketball. Trying to stop James. Blocked by White. James gets it back. Second effort's good.
43 points, first time in the history of the Celtics that 2 C's go over 40 in the same game as Boston gets victory 44 on the season.
Quick. Over to Grady. Grady spinning. And White, you said it. Shot blocker. Yeah, sure is. Deceiving. Pritchard puts it on the deck. Pritchard lets RJ fly by. Congrats again to Gavin DeBerry. Here's RJ. And Boston just 3 of 12 in the quarter. 10 of their 12 shots, threes. And there's a make.
Cat out top against Horford. Towns worked for it, got blocked at the rim, swallowed and engulfed by Queta.
And Thompson will take it the other way. In rhythm, on the move, trying to shoot. Nice defense, White. One of the few turnovers thus far for the Celtics.
Good help by Strus. Mitchell missed it. Allen couldn't grab. And there is a foul called.
I think Derrick White blocked that.
On the drive, stripped and stolen. Council between the legs. Yabusele is stripped. Tatum quickly ahead to Brown. Brown on the drive, got the lay-in.
Out of bounds. Off of Kobe White, Celtics ball.
12 points, 9 rebounds for James. 4 assists.
On the fly, Reeves, what a knock away from behind by White.
Forces the turnover. Curry, no lip to Wiggins, who misses a layup. Wiggins got it back, lost the handle. Ruining the party here at Chase Center is Looney, blocked by Derrick White. Well, Derrick White is such a special defender.
Because of the versatility of the guys that he's on the floor with. That also leads to an increase in trust in his teammate. Trey's setting more screens and he's moving without the ball after the initial pass.
Banchero making the right play.
Orlando by far and away the worst three-point shooting team in the league. As Banchero thought he got fouled. Looked like a lot of contact, no call.
From deep in the first, you see they're 5 for 10 here in the second. Murray, floater, no good. Got the rebound. White got the block. Messi comes away with it. Murphy shoots. He scores. Ooh. Brown hustling, gambled a little bit behind the play. DeRozan drives. White.
Fan vote is fan vote. The only thing I would say now is this new format of All-Stars, why don't we have 15 starters out there as opposed to just 10?
Well, that should help his All-Star case. Another block for Derrick White.
Shea's got a mismatch. Trying to drive on Porzingis instead. He dumped it off. Hartenstein had a push-up block. Shea, space, pulled the string on the baseline shot.
Keep up the intensity on the boards and keep finding the open man to pass to.
First half stats by Jason Stone, Injury Lawyers, official injury law firm of the Boston Celtics. Injured? Better phone Stone.
Of SGA. Got space to work with. Now he tries to back down White. Pulls up. White got the block. SGA. Second effort. And SGA's got the first 4 to open up the third.
Badly. Not even close. Whitmore ahead of steam. Coast to coast. Got it off. Missed the shot. Rebound Holiday. Got there, but last year Boston 64-18. Beat Miami in 5 games in the first round.
Cato, one of the best per-minute offensive rebounders in the NBA. He and Cornette, 2 guys off the bench that really attacked the glass.
Second meeting this season between these two teams. DiVincenzo a shot. Good defense by White from behind with a block. Here we go. Conley to inbound. Defender fell. Edwards corner 3. Good, and it was nicely defended by White.
Here comes Shed. Boucher glides in. Derrick White, just get that out of here.
Well, they ran snap, but they put Pritchard in it, and they left Tatum wide open.
Boucher knocked away by White, who just got his 400th career block. There it is, Luke again with the trap. Walter goes past Brown. White meets him at the rim. Bruce Brown. White got another. That's 4 swats for Derrick White. Halliburton protecting the rock. Siakam against 2. White got a block.
He's one of these guys that says, this is what I want to do, and he backs it up on and off the court. He's always talked about the greatness of what he wants to play with. No one will talk about it until he averages 10. He averaged 9-9, not a big deal.
White got another one. A block on Halliburton, his Olympic teammate.
Where they shot maybe 26 threes, but they were so highly efficient getting points in the paint, offensive rebound.
Patrick Williams into the paint, the shot blocked by Derrick White, who was among the leaders.
Jason Tatum, right after he finished his trip to the Olympics, the next day wanted to do 2-a-days when he got back to the States. There's Derrick White. That's a block for sure.
40 with 2 semifinal games and then 1 championship all in one night. I asked Joe Mazzulla what he thinks of the changes.
Porzingis putting it on the deck. Swing, swing. Corner 3. Rebound here by Carrington. You said in your keys, Drew, you got to guard your yard here. There's not going to be a lot of double teams that need to be out here. Go along with his 16 points. Koulibaly misses. Bagley getting an offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound. No foul call.
And Cunningham picks up the loose ball. Finds Ivy. Those guys are fast in transition, and Derrick White slams the door. 2-on-1. Porzingis to Brown. But he missed the jam. Second chance is good. Morant blocked by White. There's Derrick White, one of the best shot blockers in the league. Brown in the post against Ja. Again, the quick hands from Memphis. Again, the takeaway. 2-on-1. Desmond Bain rejected by White. Aldama's shot doesn't go at the buzzer. And Derrick White, his second block. Cunningham still chased by Pritchard.
Pritchard did a great job.
Blocking a lot of steps. Beasley fires. It's a mid-range. I think that was blocked by White.
Yes, it was. And look at this. Again, up guarding Cade Cunningham.
Cunningham looks really...
Oh, yeah!
He's rejected by White that time.
You know anything about Jalen's work off the floor, education is a big piece of his platform. And, you know, I guess it's true. You can meet your heroes sometime.
Set on the timer for Edwards against White. Brown provides the help, knocked it away. Edwards after the corral. White got another! Derrick White throwing a block party here in the third quarter.
Sarr setting the screen for JP. And he misses the three.
They're now opposing one another tonight. Garland blocked by White. White with that long reach. Makes him such a terrific defender. Gives it up. Horford in the corner. Horford! Another three!
Celtics 9 for 35, about 26%. Jump ball. It is. They're at the step through. White defended without fouling. It's Celtics ball.
Schroeder feeds it. Williams couldn't crank it down, but a foul.
Foul there. That was a beautiful play, though.
Giannis leaning in against Drew like this matchup, but coming over, Derrick White swats it.
And Horford both miss inside. Nets are 5 for 5. Celtics are 0 for 4. Schroeder blocked by White. 10 fast break points for the Celtics. It's Thomas. Good luck in there. Horford and White, both in the vicinity. White switched on to Simmons. Don't give him space. Schroeder goes at Holiday. White pins it on the glass. He bounced the check of Schroeder.
Good ball movement. First 2 points for Sam Hauser. Rare to see him attempt a layup.
Holiday. Back to the iron. Long rebound run down by Miller. He's got Williams with him. Blocked by White. Back-to-back dunks for the Celtics. Derrick White blocks it away from behind. A lot of different ways to skin a cat.
It is.
Grant had a block by White, who retrieves it while staying in bounds.
His first field goal and the steal. And Derrick White had other ideas. But that's the end of the first half.
Got 10 points here in the opening minutes. We played 5.5 of the opening quarter. Cunningham tries going to the rack. Derrick White right there to bother it. Here we go. Approaching 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Rejected. Ivy rejected by Derrick White. Durant dumps it off. Good cut from Cade Cunningham, but he's blocked by Derrick White. That's White.